China and India, home to a third of humanity, both face a marriage crisis that will last for generations. A mere 5 years ago, marriage patterns were normal in the two countries. Now in India, 500-year-old laws and customs are being revised to allow men to marry out of caste, out of village and out of state. While in China, 50 million so-called guanggun, bare branches, look doomed to bachelor-dom. What's led to the marriage squeeze? First, millions of women have gone missing. A generation ago, a preference for sons and the greater availability of prenatal screening meant that first Chinese couples, then Indian ones, started aborting female fetuses and only giving birth to boys. At its extreme, in parts of Asia, more than 120 boys were being born for every 100 girls. Now, the generation with distorted sex ratios at birth is reaching marriageable age. The result is that men far outnumber women. If China had had a normal sex ratio at birth, its female population in 2010 would have been 720 million. In fact, it was only 655 million, compared with almost 705 million men and boys, 50 million surplus husbands. Fertility rates then accentuate the distortion. When a country's fertility is going down, as in India, younger cohorts of people will tend to be smaller than older ones. If men are older than women at marriage, as they usually are, that means there'll be fewer potential brides than husbands, because women will have been born later when fertility was lower. Then there's a queuing effect. Men who can't find a wife right away will go on looking and competing with younger men. As a result, the number of unmarried men piles up, as in a queue. By 2060, there could be more than 160 Chinese and Indian men wanting to marry for every 100 women. This is a ferocious squeeze in countries where marriage has always been a basic requirement for being a full member of society. It could be hugely harmful. Almost everywhere, large numbers of single men are associated with high rates of crime and violence. No one really knows how these two giant countries will react.